Here's two very important reasons why you should not go interest only on your investment properties. And I bet you're not even going to think about these until it's completely too late. So if you apply for the new 10-year interest only period on your 30-year mortgage, that means that once the 10 years of interest only is up, you have 20 years left to pay off that original mortgage. Because you've been on interest only for 10 years, the original amount that you borrowed has not changed. It has not gone down because you're only paying interest. So you now have 20 years to pay off a 30-year mortgage. So compared to if you'd started off on principal and interest at the 30-year mark, your repayment is going to be roughly a third more expensive because you chose to do 10 years interest only. Now, of course, you could potentially at the 20-year mark just extend it back to 30 years, but what's the point of doing that? The other thing to think about is when a bank approves a 10-year interest-only period on a 30-year mortgage, they want to see that you can actually afford to pay it off in that 20 years. So you're actually not going to get approved for as much money compared to if you put it on principal and interest from 30 years because the minimum repayment is cheaper at 30 years compared to 20 years. And finally, another thing to consider is if you're actually wanting to hold on to this property and have it mortgage-free at some stage, then obviously you need to pay off the mortgage. And how are you going to do that if you're on interest only? You might have other investment properties that you're going to sell and then pay off the mortgage on this particular one, but you may not. So think about those things.